welcome back to This Board Game Life. I am your host, Mark, and today I'm doing another mailbag. So I unexpectedly got a box in the mail today. Wasn't expecting it. So let's see what's in here. Let's see what came in the mail. And before we get to the table, please do maybe hit that like button, hit that subscribe for me, and that bell icon so you'll know when new content's dropping. All right, so let's get to the table. All right, let's see what's in here. I remember placing an order, but I wasn't expecting. This one actually showed up pretty quick, and so I was surprised when FedEx showed up today. So we're gonna have a couple of items in here. Let's see what's in the box. This is like the best part, right? Whee! All right. Here, how about I do it? Just do it. I'll put it down. We'll pull them out one at a time. All right, so first I've got Moonleap. Now, I originally played this game under a different name. It was very similar, but this has been like rethemed, but it was what was it called? You know what? I got to look it up real quick. It will just take me a second, but there was it was by like I think Pegasus Spiel. Was the original game. Let's see. Let me look under versions. Numeri, Numeri. That was but Schmidt-Spiel. That's the one. So Rob introduced me to the game, and that's out of print. And this is kind of like it is that game, but it's like a reprint or a complete like a retheming with little spacemen and stuff. So got that today. I'm looking forward to opening that. All right. Picked this one up. Hit. This is, I'm pretty sure this is the one at Gen Con this last year. Rob and I were going to pick this up. We were both going to grab this game, and then it was like sold out pretty quickly. And I finally found that is now available. And I don't really know a whole lot about it. Let's see, what do they say? It's a fast, fun, easy to learn. It's a hit for the whole family. Get it? Hit. All right, you play your cards well. You create clever combinations and race your pieces around the board first to win. You hit your opponent's pieces to send them back, but don't get bumped yourself. So it really has some like reminds me of like some remnants of the game Sorry. This looks like this might be your home, or maybe that's your start and you're going around the board. I'm not sure, but there's some kind of like hints of that. But this is designed by Ralph Zurlind, published by Ravensburger. So that's hit. And then let me see what it says here for this one. The moon leap. I didn't read that. This is astronauts on the moon race to reach the crater of the highest points at the end of the game. The scores of the astronaut tokens are multiplied by the numbers of the craters on which the tokens are standing. The astronauts with the highest total wins. You know what? Jumping on the moon is not easy. So this is ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players, about 20 minutes. This is a quick game, and as you can tell, it's small. This one is ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players, and 30 to 45 minutes for hit. All right, let's keep digging. There's more in the box. And this is one I've heard a lot about. Critter Kitchen. So this is the retail release. I don't have the fancy Kickstarter edition, but this is by Alex Cutler and Peter C. Hayward, art by Sandera Tang, and published by Lucky Duck Games and Cardboard Alchemy. This is Critter Kitchen, and it it seemed like kind of initially something that I didn't really think I was going to be too into, but then when I looked more into this game, it has a big feel of um, flamecraft, and I really do like flamecraft, and so I was like, all right, I got to check this out. But it's a restaurant week in Bistro Bay, so you're gathering the best ingredients to complete meal challenges and delight a celebrity critic. Do well, and you'll be known as the best restaurant in Bistro Bay. Players simultaneously and secretly send their 3 chefs out to gather the best ingredients. Some chefs are faster, while others can carry more ingredients. So planning is essential. Savvy restaurateurs keep their ears open for rumors which tip you off to what the critic most desires. A multitude of different critics, rumors, and sous chefs means every game is fresh. So some nice artwork. I kind of like it. And I've heard just tremendous things. Reviews for this game have been great. 1 to 5 players, ages 12 and up, for about an hour. And then lastly, I think this was the last thing in the box. I got the a la carte expansion for Critter Kitchen. And so this says cart vendors have come to Bistro Bay for Restaurant Week, offering everything from coffee and cookbooks to tofu and trophies. All this excitement has brought new critics, restaurateurs, and sous chefs to town to join in the fun. Meals are meant to be shared, and now you can share Critter Kitchen with more players with 6 to 7 player mode. More players, more meals, more fun. Additional chairs not included. So now it's a 7-player game with this. So, which is really cool for me because I do have a game group, and that we vary anywhere from 4 to probably about, we've been as high as I think 16, 17 people showing up on a night, but we average around between, probably I would say maybe 7 people. I'm thinking because we tend to get most of the time we're probably right around between 6 and 8. That's why I'm saying 7. So this would allow us all to play a game, and it is harder, sometimes to find games that can play larger groups. So I'm glad to have this additional extra to be able to do that. And I think, let me double check, that is it in the box. All right. So kind of a recap. We got Moonleap, Hit, Critter Kitchen, and the a la carte expansion. So that's what came in today. And let me take the other camera. We'll take it back. So I do ask that you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. So all these games that I just pulled out for the mailbag, I'm going to be doing unboxings of them coming up. You'll see them following starting the next day after this. You should see one each day. And so if you want to see what comes in the boxes or see a little bit more information about the game, come back and check out those unboxings. All right, again, thank you, appreciate that. Feel free to share comments. Don't forget, we do, Rob and I do a bi-weekly podcast, both in your audio apps, for your podcast apps, and also here you can see the video version as well. We do have a voicemail. So if you want to go out to our website at thisboardgamelife.com, you can hit the voicemail app on the right side. Send us up to, I think it's a 90-second audio. If you'd like to just have your voice in the podcast, or even if you want to just make a comment about any of the videos that you see and you want to share with our podcast audience, feel free to do it. All right. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the table.